Welcome back, boyos.
Hello.
Hey, hey, everybody.
It's been a long time. No, okay.
Without you, my friend.
It's been one
If we
week since
sing
you listened to
anymore,
me.
we will get sued.
Yeah, right. It's just too good. We'll get copyright struck. We're
Oh,
just
yeah.
dead on target. Welcome back to Minions and Misfits. We are the boys with a Z. Gorfeht and Weehawk. Last we checked in with you guys, you were wheeling and dealing with some elves, with some humans, about to go wheel and deal some more with some dwarves. How we looking? How we feeling?
Feeling like wheeling and dealing, but not stealing. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, we're past that?
Well, as far as we know currently.
We've gone
We're
a
not
full
s-
2 days without it.
You might have
We're
to
not-
inform some of your other goblins about that, because they definitely
We're
don't
not
know.
stealing from the we're not stealing from the dwarves, elves, or humans, and
Take
just
that at
not that one human village at that.
Yeah, strictly that one village.
Otherwise,
fine.
Scrim would be out of a job.
True. Weehawk, you were checking in with the dwarves and had arranged some sort of situation where if they send no more than X amount of people, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So, not
Good
an
thing we
act of war.
have. Good thing we have X amount of people available.
It's true. Exactly that many. We're fine. Gorfeht, you'll be up on the surface, just kind of straight chilling. I don't know what you can do whatever you want up here while they're gone.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Do we know, like, if the attack is oncoming, or, like, is it still kind of just a relaxed atmosphere?
You know that Clarsh is around and that he's specifically looking for you because of what happened to his men. He's looking for the perpetrators.
I think he's walking around with his hands behind his back, standing rather upright.
Scheming.
Oh, not scheming. He's, like, trying to be there for the troops, trying to, like, if he sees, like, someone standing on a building with a bow, like, hey, you. You're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing okay. And in that split second that he turns around, Clarsh shows up. No, you're fine.
Well,
Yeah.
just another Tuesday.
Gorfeht, like,
Everyone's scared.
he's pacing back and forth. He like turns around once. Walks and he sees Clarsh and a bunch of guys just like staring down at him. He's like, "How's it going, guys?" And then he turns around and walks away, and then double takes.
100%. Yeah, so the atmosphere is pretty tense up top right now. Everyone's just on the lookout.
Ooh, well then he would be doing anything possible to lift the spirits of everybody.
Oh,
Now
no.
I have the cantrip Vicious Mockery. Can I use
How are you
it?
how are you gonna turn this around, huh?
Can I mock their insecurities and scare
If you want to do
away
psychic damage to them.
I guess not. Are there any that need to sleep? Because I can help them out with that.
It
Or
is noon.
any of them that need to be held, as in hold person? Or
Is hold,
feel
is
like-
hold person a warm, comforting embrace, or how does hold? I've never thought about how hold person actually holds the person.
You
I
could
mean, I think
you can
the
maybe
literal
program
action-
it to cast hold person, but I'm trying to make it feel like they're being wrapped around with a weighted blanket.
Yeah, it's actually quite comforting.
I have suggestion. Do I see anyone looking nervous?
You see a lot of people looking nervous, like a lot.
Like everybody.
Yeah, like most people are nervous. There's like one guy who's not nervous, and he should be nervous.
I feel like a performance
Do I-
check might be more useful than any of your spells.
Do I hear any of them like naysaying?
Naysaying you, or naysaying the fact that Clarsh isn't real?
Oh no, like despairing the situation. I do.
Oh yeah. There's several people that are like, well, that's it. We're gonna pack up and move out because we don't stand a chance against no orcs.
And when that goblin says that, Gorfeht like emerges from behind a building and says, "What's he that saith so, my dear gobs? If we are not to die, I mean, if we're gonna die, we better do it well. I mean, how often do gobs die, or at least disappear?"
Pretty constantly. A guy pips up in the back.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. Hold up.
I'm going somewhere with this.
What's that line from Community? Let him finish. You know. But I say, I mean, you know, if you leave here, you're gonna either run to the elves, run to the human, or run to the forest with all the scary creatures. We're all gonna die someday, right? I mean, who here knows someone who's died? I do.
Everyone raises their hand.
Yeah. Now, who knows someone who's died badly? Yeah, okay, no.
Everyone raises their hand.
Yes. One doesn't. He's like, no, I see you. Raise your hand.
We've all
one hand goes down, and then they like put it back up.
They think about it for a sec.
Now, I figured, what if we all died well? And like, yeah, we might die, but we might die so good that people remember us.
Why
And
do
like,
you want that?
because if there's one thing I learned, he pulls out his banjo. He kind of strums it. Bing. That people don't live too long. Even elves die. But you know what lives a long time? Glory. Bing. And he can't cast mass suggestion, can he?
No, that's what performance is for.
It is.
Yeah,
He's gonna go ahead and roll performance for that. And let me just say, hey, if there's any gobs who do run away, they're gonna turn around and they're gonna feel weak when they see how awesome we fight. And hey, if we fight well enough, we might not die. We might live.
There's like a smattering of like tiny applause.
Well, hold up. Okay, for performance, I just got a 24.
Okay, there's a little more applause than a smattering applause.
the guy
several-
that piped up earlier was like, "Oh yeah."
Several of the gobs are kind of like, we never thought about living beyond our years. What is? I mean,
God, did
leaving a
Gorfeht just
legacy?
invent Goblin Valhalla?
Oh no.
I was
That's
speaking
scary.
more metaphorically. I've started a lot of things the past week. I don't want to start a new religion.
Gorfeht just started a cult.
No. He does say, hey, and you know what? I bet if we beat Clarsh, we'll get a whole lot of shinies and a whole lot of food.
You get a lot of cheers for that one.
Can I roll again?
Absolutely, yes. If you can beat a 24, I'd be surprised. But yeah,
It was a 14.
we'll Kate the 24 from earlier.
He rides the wave.
Ride the wave. Yeah, no, you get a lot of. Everyone's very on board with you with that one.
And so, hey, we have like 2 days of misery tops before we get a lot of shinies and a lot of food and a lot of glory.
Yeah.
His banjo suddenly like sounds like it's coming through an amplifier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he lights off Thunderwave into the air where it doesn't hit anybody.
Like plays a riff that makes Thunderwave happen.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
does
yeah.
the giant chord from the beginning of Back to the Future. All right, we will.
And does like a battle rendition of Rainbow Connection.
Yes, perfect. Okay, we cut back to Weehawk and Scrim, who are down with the deep dwarves, the dark dwarves, whatever you want to call them.
And Jim.
And Jim. Jim is also here, but he's not really dealing. He's more kind of bodyguarding.
Yeah, our trusted vizier, Jim.
Yeah. His name is definitely not Jafar. It's fine. Yeah, we get down to the dwarves, and you guys are
Definitely
in
does
negotiations
not
with
have
them.
any sort of goblin staff or anything.
No,
Sorry,
certainly not.
no cobra staff or anything.
No cobra. No.
Cut to a like a smoky back room where we're trying to make a deal with the deep dwarves.
Yeah. You're in like a really seedy bar. Yeah.
There's some parrot sitting on Jim's shoulder, like, I told you not to. Can't do it. Gottfried.
No one can do a Gilbert Gottfried.
No,
except
funny
for Gilbert
can.
Gottfried.
Rest in peace, man.
He took it to the grave with him.
Absolutely. Can't replace him. Yeah. Okay, so we're in meeting room with Deep Dwarf leader, mayor, nationalist, whoever he is. You got him.
Boss man.
He's like, so you wanted to talk about gunpowder.
Is that what you call it? Yes.
The powder that
100
explodes.
Definitely, yes.
Yes, that's the
So
one, yes.
we got a fight coming our way, and if there's anybody we know who knows a fight, it's the ones that have been fighting for what?
Hundreds, thousands,
Yeah,
years,
centuries.
It's kind of our whole jam. Yeah.
Longer than any of us can trace back. Longer than the oldest goblin story.
Which goes back roughly 7 years.
Yeah. Which is that one story that Gorfeht keeps telling about his cousin.
Wild Night on the Town.
They just played Twister. Like it's
It's not even a
intense.
good story.
He beat him at Catan once.
The mayor says, in our countless conflicts, we've finally refined a weapon that has given us the upper edge. This weapon is what we call the gunpowder. It explodes and can propel things at massive force and can just be used as an explosive on its own. It's very versatile. You can do whatever you want with it. But we have these things that we call cannons that do a real good job.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I feel like Weehawk and Scrim are both just nodding in
just taking notes frantically.
They're just nodding in precise unison.
So you said you're facing an orc boss.
Yeah. By the
Okay.
name of Clarsh.
Clarsh, that's a good orc name. Let's see. What I can recommend. Do you know how many orcs? Lots.
Do we have like a
No,
rough
you have no
idea of
idea.
how many orcs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we
Let's-
never found out.
We don't know for sure, but let's assume lots.
We'll assume lots. So with gunpowder, your strong suits are massive force. So if you want to set up a couple barrels to explode and rig and take out a couple groups, great. If you want to have a couple of like single shot blasts to take out a big boy, great. If you want to have kind of a spread, almost like a shotgun shell kind of thing, it just kind of spreads out and hits a lot of things, you can do that too. So I would say pick your two favorites and we can get you set up.
Well, I like the barrel idea a lot.
Barrel is good.
I feel like if we're gonna be funneling them in through a single entrance, so they're gonna be packed in there pretty tight for a minute there, which I think gives us a great opportunity to blow a bunch of them up. And I also wouldn't mind having one good shot to aim at Clarsh if I get the opportunity to.
Do you have anyone that's real good at shooting?
Weehawk points to himself. Like,
Oh, good.
he
That works
points to
out.
This
himself
guy.
and then points with his other hand and then just like just
Multiple
moving
points.
it. Yeah, just moving his fingers around his own
Oh, it's
head.
you. Good. Well, we've got something similar to a crossbow, but a little stronger. And by a little stronger, I mean a lot stronger and a lot longer. So you can set it up, and it'll have a single shot, but it'll be one heck of a shot, let me tell you what.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. So we'll get you some barrels set up, we'll bring them up, and get you the sniper. It'll be okay. That's what we call the big, fancy big gun.
I like it.
Yeah.
In exchange, we're willing to promise you a cut of any of the valuables that those orcs have on them, which we
That would
believe to
be-
be substantial.
Yeah, that would be acceptable. Honestly, we're kind of glad to have interacted with someone who didn't want to immediately kill us and was also, amicable. So we're kind of okay with helping you all out as long as you all stay up there and don't try to invade down here.
Of course. We are in the exact same boat.
It's
Been a while. It's been a while since we've encountered anybody who was willing to just talk, and we've been doing a lot of talking over the last couple of months, which has
Yeah,
been
it's
a
kinda
great change of
remarkable.
pace.
Yeah, we love it. Back on the surface, Gorfeht, you're dealing with a lot of people that are concerned about the newly formed enclosure around the pile. People are no as easily able to come and go as they want. They feel restricted.
Mhm.
A
Sorry.
small crowd of them have come up to you and are kind of like demanding an answer.
Is there like one who's representing the rest of them?
Yes, there is a loudest of the mob.
I saw it, dude.
Gorfeht's dealing with the red caps.
Yeah.
Oh
He comes
my.
up and he kind of yells at you, and he's like, "Why have these godforsaken elves just throwing up these big branches? We can't get our wheels out the wagons to get down the hill. We can't get nothing around to go back and fish. We can't get out to go to our caves. We can't go out to get to the forest. Nothing we want to do is easily accessible no more. It's all through the one big tower."
Gorfeht kind of has his banjo in his hands and he's just strumming it. Well, hey, buddy, can you at least listen to reason? And he casts suggestion.
What do you do with suggestion?
Roll a wisdom check for me, my please.
Ooh, wisdom, not
Oh,
my
boy.
Scobb's strong suit.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of high wisdom scores in the pile.
Yeah. That's going to be, well, he rolled high, but he has a -2, so it's going to be a 13.
That does not pass.
Ooh.
So according to this, I can suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature that you can see within range that can hear and understand you. So he will try to do what I say, which is this. We'll work on it right after the battle, but for right now, we can kind of cool your jets and just help everyone calm down and then be productive.
Help everyone calm down and be productive.
Or rather, hold up. Help everyone out. Help everyone calm down.
That's one thought.
And then follow me and see what I need help with.
That's 2 thoughts.
Boom. All that.
Suggestion is 1 thought.
Oh. Help everyone just to settle down peacefully and get ready for what's coming up.
He kind of looks up at you and he says, "I suddenly feel a change of heart." And turns out, all this panic's pretty bad for the pile, I'd say. So let me go around and make everyone chill out.
Does anyone else have any concerns?
A couple of the gobs from the same crowd that the guy was leading are kind of looking at each other nervously, like, dude, what kind of magic did this gob just pull?
It's called
Is this
persuasion.
Is this Weehawk?
Yeah, this feels like Weehawk.
Can he just use deception and say, no, it's not?
I mean, you
There
can
have
always
been
use
some
deception.
rumors going around that I'm using Booyog on people.
I got
These
a
are all
12.
completely unfounded. Okay, I'll roll against their wisdom. Mass wisdom score. Oh, jeez, they rolled an 18. -2, 16. So that's going to beat your score. They kind of look at you with squinted eyes and they say, "We've got our eye on you.
Can I roll suggestion and just
Always watching."
I cast suggestion on the main one and be like, no you don't.
Don't use up all your spell slots.
Well, do we get another long rest before
What do you
stuff
think?
goes down? Probably not. Dang it. That was not worth it.
I
don't
definitely would
cast-
not count on it.
We won't cast second suggestion. We're okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
you
second
guys-
suggestion?
Yeah, second suggestion. You guys have made your deal. You make your way back up to the surface, no issues. Scrim and Jim are having a nice little conversation with you on the way back up, and kind of say, "That was good work there, Weehawk. We're looking forward to seeing how we get into this nonsense with Clarsh."
Weehawk's just like, don't ever tell Gorfeht that I said this, but I've learned a lot from him over the last couple of months.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure not to mention that. His head will blow up. It's 18 times the size it already is.
We won't
It's already.
be able to fit him. We won't be able to fit him out of the cave.
Cut to Gorfeht sitting, just wandering to himself. I wonder if he's learned anything from me in the last 2 months.
I've tried so
Cut
hard.
to Gorfeht. Gorfeht's just like, my ears are burning, and then you look and he's just like leaning on a torch.
Yeah, it's just on fire. Oh man. Okay. We get all the way back to the camp. Everyone's here. Everyone's chill, and by chill I mean panicking. So Scrim, Jim, and Weehawk, you walk in on half the pile, preparing well and making sure everything's going on, and half the pile is in a panic. Gorfeht has been wildly trying to address the panicking side, but it's been unsuccessful because they believe him to be a witch.
bitch!
Right.
No, I'm not.
Keeps rolling unsuccessful deception checks against the.
Yeah, the last 20 minutes of him just being like, I'm not a witch. I'm not, I promise.
I'm a bard. I'm just a little gob boy with a banjo.
Trying to think of what cool thing Weehawk or Scrim could do to sort of calm the rabble, subdue the rabble.
Subdue the rabble.
Could by
Still my
chance-
favorite joke from our Star Wars special, by the way.
Yeah, I like that and the security risk bit.
Yes.
Could Weehawk by chance have gotten like a sample of gunpowder?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you got a little
Okay.
pinch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he as they walk up and see all this panicking, Weehawk sort of like walks up to one of the torches around the camp and just throws a pinch full of
Yeah.
gunpowder
You hear the
into
loudest
it.
bang that any gob has ever heard, and the whole place goes silent and stares at the location.
Weehawk looks around and he's like, "We leave for how long was that, Scrim?
About 45 minutes.
We leave for 45 minutes. We leave for 45 minutes. And I come back to you guys running around in circles, doing who knows what. Gorfeht, what's going on here?"
Well, I was just trying to get people to calm down, and some people started freaking out.
He's a witch! He's a witch!
He glares at like the few red caps. Just
Now listen here. Me and Scrim, we talked to the dwarves, and the dwarves are gonna give us a big version of that thing that I just did.
Oh.
We're gonna turn those orcs into smithereens.
oh, he's magical.
What's a smithereen?
It's a really, really tiny piece of orc.
Ah, tiny orcs.
He kind of sneaks over to the red hats like, oh, he must be magical. Can I roll a
Persuasion on that?
That'd be performance or
Yeah,
persuasion?
persuasion, my man.
Are you actually trying to convince him that I'm magical, or are you?
He's trying to do that really stupid comic book, like comic trope where it's like just pretending that his voice is part of the crowd, like, oh wow, he's magical.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Surely that won't be counterproductive.
27.
27, jeez. Yeah, a couple of the red caps look over at him and he said, "Wow, that's booyah you just did there."
And then Gorfeht kind of like takes 2 steps away, says, "Oh no, that's dumb. You're just calling another thing booyah. What are you doing?"
Roll persuasion again.
17.
Ah, no, you're right. Never mind. Sorry, that was our bad.
Yeah, don't listen to these guys. They don't know what they're talking about. Booyah.
You gonna play the other side now again, or are you gonna leave it there?
Isn't Booyah revered, anyways?
Feared is more the answer, but yes.
Oh, okay.
He kind of leans over to one of the guys and just says, "Maybe you guys should calm down and just get to work." Persuasion.
Yep.
16.
Yeah, you beat him. You're good.
Fewer are freaking out now.
Yeah, more than when Scrim and Jim and we first got back, but less than before. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just like, now we just have to sit tight, finish our preparations, and the dwarves are going to be bringing up some handy
Handy dandy.
explosion, some handy dandy explosives for us to set up, and we've already got a plan for them.
This is the Blues Clues of explosives here.
We just
Yeah.
got a grenade. We just got a grenade. We just got a
We just got a
grenade. I wonder
landmine.
where it's from.
We just got a land. We just got
our
a
claymore.
Yeah, they are.
Orc went boom.
Mostly.
You can too.
Oh, please don't sue us,
I
Nickelodeon.
like. I feel like Gorfeht is probably actually saying that in character. Just
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Just making rhymes, just not no.
Yeah.
He's just strumming. Just,
Orco
Yeah.
boom, you can too.
no, that rhymes. That doesn't work.
Ah,
Now.
dang it.
Oh, that doesn't rhyme at all.
That's not the same word. I gotta end on the same word.
Like, I just imagine Gorfeht trying to like write a song, and you look and it's in perfect iambic pentameter, and he's just like, no, that's terrible. Nobody will ever
Garbage.
understand that.
Absolute garbage. And then your little wolf comes up and eats the paper.
Yeah.
To be or not to be? What even is this?
Of course I'm being.
How terrible is this song? Let me count the ways. Feeds it to garbage. But no, so Weehawk starts kind of coming up with a plan for where to place the barrels. Did they say how many they were going to give us?
They just said about a smattering. So
Okay.
I'd say 3 to 4 probably.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to have one. Are there like vantage points along the vine wall?
Yes, the elves had specifically grown, like, so there's the wall that was grown around, and then on the inside there's actually some like areas you can stand on that actually make it a little
Okay.
easier. So
Yeah, so I think we're going to probably position some
you've basically
hidden.
got battlements now here.
Yeah. So I think we're probably going to use a couple of barrels as mines, basically,
Okay.
along the outside of the.
Yeah, you know, as long
The
as fire
entrance.
touches it, it'll blow up. So
Yeah. So I think the plan is for Weehawk to kind of be on the battlements to start with and help, shoot fire arrows at the barrels at the appropriate times. And then they might set one like directly underneath the gate.
nice. Okay.
It
Or
does-
maybe even bury like a row of, or maybe not like a row, but bury two of them, one right after the other, under the gate. And so once Weehawk sets off the first couple that are kind of in the woods, he can retreat. He and the other archers can retreat back and then set off the other two.
How would you set them off if they're buried?
Well, they don't have to be buried deep.
by wishing real hard.
They think, I wish I wish I was blood.
Maybe have
Wow.
them. We don't bury them all the way, like cover up the top, but we leave like manhole covers worth of them sticking
Okay.
out.
I'll make it an actual DC to hit that, just FYI. But
Okay.
yes, that'll work.
One orc is just taking their smoking break right above it and just throws their cigarette.
Then maybe instead of that, in order to make sure that we don't miss, we just sit one on either side of the inside of the entrance.
That works.
Does Gorfeht have any way to get his hands on a crossbow?
Yes. There's like a small pile of weapons in the middle of the pile that have been set out for different gobs to grab that you guys have accumulated over the different times.
He's gonna reach for the crossbow with the same manners as someone would use to grab the last piece of pizza. Does anyone want this? No? Okay, I'm gonna take. It's okay if I'm gonna take it. No one wants it. Are you sure? I take it. Okay.
So if somebody wants it, that's cool.
Yeah. My heart is not set on this pizza. However, I do want it. But if someone wants it, I'll let you have it instead.
In
And he
reality, he would not.
straps it to his hip.
Has Gorfeht ever shot a crossbow before?
Yes, he is in fact proficient.
Oh, excellent. All
He's
right.
played around with them before.
I'm sure he's like stolen stuff from the archers that go out and do all the things every now and then.
Is
Yeah.
it possible to spend a bunch of shinies to make it an extra nice crossbow?
You know a man who can upgrade things.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma go to
That's true,
him.
we do.
Do we
I'm
ever
gonna
name
go-
him?
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
name
we-
you James.
I feel like we did, but I
I feel like we definitely named it,
don't
but
remember.
I cannot remember his name for the life of me. So we're just going to call him the blacksmith.
Mr. Smith.
He was the southern boy, right?
Yeah,
That's
he was
right.
Southern.
Okay. Yeah, you get up to the blacksmith and he said, been real busy around these parts. What can I do for you?
I have this crossbow I would really like to upgrade. I have to be able to really get my oomph out of it, you know?
Yeah, you want a little +1 oomph.
Oh yeah, some oomph.
Yeah, add 1 oomph. Yeah, give me just a second here. And he takes a look at it. He kind of shimmies it around and jimmies some locks on it, and then he takes a single piece of metal and then just slaps it right on the back, hits it with a hammer real hard, and he said, "That'll do you."
Very much like a video game blacksmith. Where
Yes,
he just takes the crossbow and hits it with a hammer 3 times and gives it back
it's
to you when
upgraded.
it's way better.
Yeah.
Is it a heavy or a light crossbow?
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool. Can you do that with this?" And he kind of hands him his rapier and knife.
He takes a look at it and then kind of bends it over his knee. And it springs back like a door stopper. And he said, "You call this a sword?
Yeah.
Do you want it stiffer?"
I want it better.
Better.
I liked how the handle looks. The handle kind of curved and has like a little gemstone on it. He's like, I put the gemstone in because if I ever have to fight someone, I want the last thing they see to be really pretty.
That's a weird thought, but okay. Yeah, I can
Very
strike
on
this.
brand.
Yeah, he just dips it in the big, like he's like a big vat of like molten metal over in the corner. He kind of dips it in there, and then he kind of shakes it off real quick, and you dodge some little molten metal, and then he hammers it twice and gives it back to you.
Such expertise.
Can you do it with the knife as well?
Nope, that's all I got. 2 per customer.
You know what? I'll take it.
If you got any other friends that need upgrading, let me know. I hear this battle's gonna be real hoot.
He's gonna walk around the corner.
Hoot, all right.
He's gonna walk around the corner and transform into one of the red caps because using disguise self. He's gonna kind of hide away the crossbow and the rapier. And kind of just take the knife and be like, hey dude, can I only got one weapon. I only got the dagger, but could you help a dude out?
I had never seen you around these parts before.
Oh, sure you do. I'm Benji, Rita's cousin. Come on.
Roll performance.
It's a Bronx goblin.
Or deception. Yeah, I was going to say.
Can I do it with advantage?
No.
Oh.
Emphatically.
Emphatically, no. It's still a 14.
14? Okay, yeah. Hang on 1 second. Let's roll that. Ooh, that's a nat 20, my friend. He sees right through you. I told you I'd never seen you around these parts before. Everyone knows that many don't have that kind of accent.
Okay, fine, you got me, but don't tell Jim. Because between you and me's Weehawk brought me in.
You can drop the accent.
I don't want to. I like it.
I like it so much that I changed it.
This is
now I'm New York.
Do it again. Now I'm New York. I can't change it in my accent. Hey,
it's completely
worse.
gone.
I cannot change the accent.
Weehawk sent me to get this sharpened.
There you go. That's what I figured. Yep. Yeah. No. Like I said, 2 per customer, buddy. Don't try to trick me like that again, huh?
Don't I get any sort of like bonus because I'm also the chieftain? Yeah,
you get a pass because you're the chieftain. Otherwise, I would have made you an upgrade.
That sounds like a compliment.
You know, but I realized that I phrased it like that. It does sound like a bonus.
I think he meant that he was going to hit you with his hammer.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You know, you should really work on communicating clearly.
You got 5 seconds to clear out.
Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. We will montage through a bunch of upgrades and preparations happening for the pile.
Real quick, what? There was a featherfall amulet.
There was, yes.
Among the stuff that Tuk Tuk had, right?
That's correct, yes.
What else was there?
Weehawk's gonna hold on to that.
I don't have the list anymore. I had the list for that session.
I have it somewhere.
If you want to make something up, I can pretend it's in there.
+1 dagger? No. Is there any
magical ammunition?
We got kind of fancy armor. What armor was that we got?
It was what we made out of the orcs chainmail.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like-
yeah. You guys made some. Yeah, it was like scale mail. Yeah.
Yeah, it was whatever the medium armor mail is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm gonna arm myself with that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Weehawk also, if you
Weehawk
want
does
to
the
upgrade,
same.
if you want to upgrade
It,
your blacksmith stuff as well, we can do that. So
Okay.
that's done.
I don't know how he's gonna upgrade a longbow,
But
but
we don't ask those questions. He just does it. He hits it with a hammer. It works better.
okay. In what way? In what way does it work better?
It's +1.
Okay. Awesome.
This goblin is very good at making one specific upgrade. If you want +2, you got to go to someone else. You can't do that.
Right. Can he do the gun?
He's never seen a gun before, but he's
Okay.
gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I So
yeah, a couple hours in, you have 2 dwarves come up with a wagon, which is like full of explosive barrels. So you got 4 barrels in there, and there's like a mounted giant gun, just like the longest sniper barrel
Oh,
you've
yeah.
ever seen.
Oh yeah. Is there so from the entrance of the caves? I'm imagining the cave entrance being higher than the roofs, the thatched roofs of the village.
Yeah.
Are you able to see the entrance from the entrance to the caves?
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, if you're like on top of the cave entrance, not like in where you actually go in, but if you get on top of that, you have a really clear shot.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's where Weehawk would have the
Set the sniper up.
gun set up. Yeah.
Yeah. So just FYI for the gun, it is a D20 to hit as a +8 to hit. And then if it hits, it actually
That's a +8 before my modifiers?
no, it just is a straight
This is a
+8.
flat +8.
Yeah,
Okay.
flat +8. Yeah, the gun has its own stuff that isn't you.
Okay.
The actual damage on that is 3d10,
Oh, buddy.
and then plus whatever your normal damage is on the buff there.
That's going to be a lot of damage.
It's gonna be good.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to be casting Hunter's Mark and
jeez.
my favorite foe class feature, and probably using my Gloomstalker attack on Clarsh
Yeah,
as
it's gonna
well
be
with the
gnarly.
gun.
Yeah,
So we're talking 3d10 plus 2d8 plus a d4.
yeah. There's
Does
only
it
one
do-
shot in it, but
Yeah. Does it do piercing damage?
it does do piercing damage. It does heck of piercing damage.
Then I can use my piercing feat to re-roll one of those damage
Oh,
dice.
snap. Okay.
Yeah, Clarsh isn't gonna know what hit him.
No, not at all. Unless you miss.
Well, my buddy my buddy Gorfeht here is gonna give me a bardic inspiration die, right?
You know, I'm kind of just thinking about holding
Yeah. I just been rethinking the whole bard thing.
Yeah, I actually just switched classes. Well, barbarian now.
I would love to, but do we know if they're even coming?
As you say that, you see a bunch of smoke over the horizon.
He
and
starts
you hear-
playing Battle of the Banjos. Just
You hear the sounds of orcs. You know they're not going to be here immediately, but you know they're going to be here within the next 2 hours.
okay. Oh, wait, that's 10 out. Can I roll for the bardic inspiration for when the battle starts? Or
Yeah, I mean you can hold on to it for when the battle
Yeah, it
starts.
lasts
You can
for
hold on to it till
a
mid-battle
while.
if you wanted to.
it holds on for 10 minutes, and so
Oh, is it 10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, when Weehawk needs it, he'll call for it.
So where are you guys setting? We have 2 barrels on either side of the entrance. We have some mines. Now you know
Well,
where they're coming from.
One barrel on either side of the entrance.
Okay, 1 barrel on either side of the entrance for 2 total.
Yeah.
You have 2 more barrels to work with. You said you want to set those up kind of as now you know which side they're coming from, so you can at least get
Yeah,
some.
we're gonna set those up just kind of in strategic areas
Okay,
where they're
cool.
basically like behind trees, so that somebody coming from their direction can't see it, but we
Mhm.
can see it clearly enough to hit them.
Yeah, and they are coming uphill, which is nice. They have a little bit of advantage there.
Oh yeah,
I think.
I have the high ground, Clarsh.
So if you're out in the trees, does that mean that that Gorfeht and a bunch of other ones are kind of within the village proper?
I was gonna ask, where do you want
Yeah.
yourselves to be? Yeah.
So
Well, I got-
Weehawk. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, so Weehawk
He's got a whole SWAT
and
team he has to organize here.
yeah, Weehawk and his heretofore unseen team of hunters are kind of. I say, what do you say? Weehawk has like two or three hunter helpers.
Yeah, so you got 3. Yeah.
So you got 2 hunter helpers on one battlement, and then Weehawk and another hunter helper on the other battlement, each with a torch to light their arrows up.
Perfect. And just stacks of arrows next to you, ready to go.
Yeah, just some buckets with a bunch of arrows in them.
The majority of the goblins that are capable of fighting, which is almost all of them, have grabbed just like random assortment, pitchforks, pickaxes, swords, anything they can grab to just use as weapons. They are ready to go to defend their home turf.
Does that include Gorfeht Jr.?
That does include Gorfeht Jr. Gorfeht Jr. has armed himself to the teeth.
Gorfeht's gonna put his hand on Gorfeht Jr.'s face and be like, and put his, like, they're gonna touch foreheads.
Yes.
And be like, you stay with me.
Gorfeht accidentally mind melds with Gorfeht Jr.
Gorfeht.
He kind of raises his fist up. Gorfeht.
He fist bumps you.
Sweet. Gorfeht goes straight up for the hug.
He gives you the hug.
Oh yeah, I
So-
almost completely forgot we had Fredward too. Fredward is gonna do a
Fredward's gonna be
number
a
on
lot
some
of help here.
orcs.
Yep.
So
We should
in
just
terms-
like positioned him out in the woods and just like covered him with stuff.
I mean, honestly, you can use Fredward as like your barricade for the gate.
Yeah,
And he
that,
get-
that works too.
Will his spray like destroy the walls, or can it actually be projected?
What do you mean?
Because he sprays and then the spray explodes.
Correct.
Yeah,
Does it like?
it's just
Would it blow up the gate, or could he actually like project it onto the enemy?
Oh, he can blow it through if you open it.
okay. Yeah, so he can turn it into a cone instead of an AOE, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
he gets 3 uses of that, right? Okay.
awesome.
If he blows all those off, and then we're gonna have to open the gate because we're not gonna let him die down there.
Yeah, no, that's what
Not
those
Fredward.
last two. That's what those last 2 barrels are for. For
To blow up Fredward.
if asterisk when the orcs make it through the gate, we punish them for it as we retreat.
This better be worth it. He kind of eyes some of the red caps. This better be worth it.
I feel like he's marked us.
was was that directed at us?
The big caps will remember that.
He gets a place near the gate, and he kind of wants to kind of hunch down and kind of hide with his crossbow, so that he can get advantage on an attack crossbow.
Yeah. You're set up. You're good.
I think. Where are all the babies?
The babies are all in the caves, being taken care of by none other.
An old thing.
No. She's out fighting.
She's gonna fight. She's got a flamethrower
Claudio?
on. We're not just gonna let her
Claudio.
sit in the cave.
Claudio
Yeah,
is the one
Claudio.
taken care of.
Claudio is on babysitting duty.
I think he probably has garbage watching the cave door to go after anyone who tries to go into the caves.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're,
Oakfie's out fighting. She ain't going down without a fight. So.
yeah, we're not gonna let Oldfie's flamethrower arm go to waste.
So I guess that makes Gorfeht Jr.'s with me, like right behind me. Fredward's at the gate, and
Yep.
Garbage is at the. Again, if it's like a gate, if this is like the gate,
Yeah, you've set up your SEAL Team 6 here.
yeah, he's like, so Gorfeht's like right here, like ready to like defend
Mm-hmm.
Fredward, and he'll probably call Fredward back before letting Fredward die.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
be helped.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, but
We're gonna
dang.
try to avoid as many deaths as possible.
Oh yeah. But also, isn't Gorfeht the one who needs to be like? Isn't he the one who needs to be like out front talking?
Probably.
He like gets all comfortable, like all his weapons set. And he kind of rolls his eyes like, "Oh, I forgot."
He like like pats his pockets and remembers that he's got a speech written down. He's like, oh, man.
But you have your spot
And
set
then-
up already.
Where would Scrim be set up?
Scrim is on the other side, like the far battlement, just like ready to lead. He's got a bunch of his like Wolf Rider scouts like ready to pounce whenever they come around.
Yeah, there are cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
This feels so. Having played a bunch of Total War, this feels
Yeah.
like setting up for a Total War battle.
It
where
really
it's
does. Yeah.
directing the cavalry to come around and smash into the back of the enemy's army. Oh man,
Yeah, y'all's tactics are solid here. So
we really got to make use of those grand combat rules that Sam has sometime.
oh, absolutely.
So are they within view yet?
Yeah, they are like just crossing the ridge now, and you can actually see the host of orcs. You see several banners of a red tattered flag with a troll's skull on it. They are marching pretty quickly, like a substantial pace coming at you guys. You see roughly, I would say, 50 orcs.
Do any of them seem like they would be Clarsh?
There's one particularly large orc, dead set in the middle, slightly ahead of the rest, leading the charge. You
So
would
he's up
assume
front?
that would be Clarsh. Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably a long shot. Would be wasting my spell wasting a spell slot to do suggestion. Be
Yes.
like, go away forever. What if that was the end of the season?
Just boom. Okay.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
This is the orc version of the Grandpa Simpson gif where he walks in and
the
then
hat up.
immediately
Yeah.
turns around and walks back out.
Yeah, they are coming up. Do you have any words of inspiration for your fellow gobs?
Just remember, goldies, goodies, and glory.
You get a small cheer.
Just
I can't hear you. Rolls persuasion.
Literally what that is.
He just he mutters under his breath, ugh. Who wants to not die?
Wah! You get a huge crowd.
Should I roll?
No, you're fine. No. Everyone is riled up. You hear like war chants from all your gobs around. Everyone's got these crazed looks in their eyes, ready to go. Clarsh crests the ridge,
Oof.
and he holds up his arm, and all the orcs behind him stop. They all assemble behind him in several groups of kind of like almost like Roman legion groups, like lined up here.
Mhm.
And he pulls out a like giant ram's horn, blows through it.
Oh
And
wait,
then-
no, wait. How far away is he?
He's probably 200 feet away from the entrance here.
Okay, hold up.
How far away have they stopped from our explosive barrels?
Roughly 50 feet. You
Awesome.
need just to move a little forward. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Oh, they're too far away for me to mess up his horde.
Just
I'm
make
sorry,
it
that was
sound
what
like
you were
a-
concerned about. Yeah.
You just make it sound like a fart.
Just
He blows
Uh.
the war horn and then steps forward slowly. And he says, "If any of you will send a champion out, I will fight them, and we will decide this as men."
Weehawk just like kind of like pokes his head up above the dome and he's like just laughs at him.
So it's you.
just like a genuine cackling laugh.
I don't see what the joke is.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
This upsets me. I know it was all of you that killed my men in the raid. I know it was you that betrayed your leader. I know it was you that have stolen my bugbears and not paid me back for them.
well, that last one's on the leader. In all fairness,
It is now on you.
oof.
I have a laundry list of grievances against you, and I intend to air them.
Do you
Bye.
do you guys do laundry?
Now that you mention it, I don't think we've ever cleaned a single item of clothing.
Yeah, I can smell you from here. Oh!
While this is happening, while this is happening,
the goblins behind you cheer at that.
It's the most motivational thing Weehawk has ever done or said.
While this is happening, Fredward is like spraying the front of the meadow with his spores.
Perfect. Clarsh steps forward another 20 feet, and as do the rest of his group, kind of edging towards you guys. And he says, "Well, if none of you are man enough to fight, then I guess we'll just have to take the whole thing. Any objections?" And he keeps stepping forward, just like little bit by little bit, menacingly approaching the camp.
Gorfeht is hiding. I don't think he ever really did come out because there was never any talking to be done. He's just
he was like, "This is fine." Yeah.
He's kind of like hunched back against the gate, like yelling over his shoulder. Ooh, how far away is he?
I don't have a good one-liner.
About 150 feet.
Last one.
Ugh. I can't use any of my spells, my dude.
Don't worry, he'll be within reach soon.
How close are they to the barrels
So
now?
as they continue marching forward slowly here, they are... So Clarsh is in front. He is past the barrels, and there's you got 3 groups of them like around the barrels right now that they just assume it's a regular barrel.
Yeah, Weehawk signals to his hunter helpers, gives them the go signal to light their arrows up, and then they all pop up over the battlement and go, "I'd like to see you try," and he fires the burning. They all fire their burning arrows.
4 burning arrows shoot out from inside the pile and land their marks directly on these barrels inside these groups of orcs, and you hear just the biggest explosion you've ever heard in your life as orc limbs go flying and different orc bodies are just falling like rain from the sky. Clarsh looks behind him, roars in frustration and agony and sorrow at all of this, and charges along with the rest of the remaining orcs at the camp.
Gorfeht's gonna go ahead and yell out, "You look really stupid!" and cast Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, that's a perfect Vicious Mockery, yeah.
Go ahead and roll Wisdom. Oh, and I'm also gonna use my bonus action to lower his... I have some ability that lets me lower his saving throw.
Oh,
so
nice.
Whatever you roll, -3.
-3? Okay, let's see. 14?
You take 2d4 of damage.
Oh, snap.
That's a 4 plus a 3, 7 points of psychic damage.
7 points of psychic damage to
Nice.
Clarsh. Noted.
Plate armor is not going to do anything against psychic damage.
Don't do nothing against that.
Are they within range of the blowing up stuff?
They are about to be. I want to have you guys roll initiative real quick, and then we will get into that hardcore here.
Oof. 9.
Weehawk's got a 15.
Nice. Roll a separate initiative for Fredward.
Leave that to you, Sam.
Wow. He's probably slow, isn't he?
Yeah, his dex is +0.
Oh, so he's a 19.
Jeez, okay.
Theoretically slow.
Yeah, hypothetically slow. Okay.
But since he's my construct, wouldn't he go on my queue?
That's fair. Never mind.
Yeah, he is remote control.
I forgot he's remote controlled. I forgot he doesn't have free will. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking of your other 400 people that you have.
Yeah, the rest of your entourage.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. On a 17, the Clarsh will go first. He charges forward about 40 feet. And as a bonus action, just charges directly towards the gate as fast as he can. He is roughly 30 feet away from you now. You're standing right by the entrance of the gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not standing. I'm like hunched.
You're like
above.
crouched behind, ready, set up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's about 30 feet away from you. He pulls out a javelin from like a big old pack on his back and just hurls it directly at you.
I'm hiding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His passive perception's nuts.
Oh.
Yeah, specifically for combat.
Can I roll a stealth to see if my hiding?
Yes, you can roll a stealth to see how good your hide is.
My stealth is pretty nuts.
Okay, can you beat a 21?
No, I can't.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm also covered though. Or I'm like hiding behind the
Okay,
gate.
so the hit will be tough, so that's good.
What?
Let's see if he actually can hit you. Cover affects AC.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
like-
good news, he only rolled a 16.
I have a 16 armor class.
Well, plus
cover.
cover, so you're good.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The javelin just like sticks
Right into the cover. Yeah.
exactly where your head would be if there wasn't a thing in the way.
Yeah. Let's see. That's going to be his turn. Next is who had the 9?
Me.
I had a
Okay.
I had a
And
15.
you had the 15. Yes, there you are.
All
I
right.
just had
So
the numbers in order. I forgot to write the names next to them.
Clarsh is still visible to me from the battlement, right? He hasn't gotten that close to
Correct. Yes.
the wall. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do all of the things. Hunter's Mark, and Favored Foe, which I guess I do on hit, but still. I'm gonna use my Gloomstalker attack on him first. So I get an extra attack on the first round. And now that I'm level 5, I have another extra attack.
Ah, jeez.
So it's just time to riddle him
Yeah,
with
triple
arrows.
attack here.
Now,
Now, are you leading your first attack with the sniper, or are you leading your first attacks with the bow?
Well, I said the sniper is.
Oh, it's
At
up
the
on
retreat.
the. It's up on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the retreat point. Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's the coup de grace if I need one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit him with an arrow. That is
This is the
a
mini coupe.
20 to hit.
That does hit exactly.
All right, so Hunter's Mark. So that's plus 1d8, plus another d8 for the Gloomstalker attack, plus 1d4 for
Goodness.
the Favored Foe. So 3d8 and 1d4. Whoa, those were bad. All right, I'm gonna re-roll one of those d8 with Piercer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 12 damage.
Okay, so we're at
On
19
that
total.
attack.
Mhm.
And then second attack is a 23 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
This will be 2d8 and a d4. 13 damage.
Okay. So we're at what is 13 plus 19? 32.
32. And then my regular extra attack is another 20 to hit.
Nice.
D8, D8, D4 is 10 damage.
All right, we're at 42 damage in one round.
Who's the DPS now?
Yeah, right. It's always been you. You've always been the
We-
DPS.
Weehawk, I am imagine, is sort of like leaning slightly over the battlement to get a better view, and just like has 3 arrows in his hand. And he's just like pulls one back, shakes up another one, pulls another one back, shakes up the last one, pulls that one back, just lets them all loose in the
just
span of a
pin
6-second
cushioning
round.
this boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went full Legolas on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Weehawk is in. And then as a bonus action, Weehawk
Oh, because that wasn't enough.
gives the signal to his boys to start to retreat back off of the walls,
Cool.
and then he follows suit with his movement for the round.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. On an 11, we have the orc pack, which is gonna march their way on up. They are now within blasting range of Fredward as they're approaching the gate here.
Within or like would waiting give him a better shot, or like this is like a good moment?
I mean, this is pretty good opportunity this round here, so
All
I'm
right.
assuming you ready the action to have Fredward pop off whenever they're there. So
Oh yeah, he's already sprayed the field. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. He does that.
okay, so go ahead and roll those for me.
I don't know how.
Did I not give you the stats? Okay.
Somewhere, I don't know where they are.
Ah man, okay. So if I remember correctly, it's basically a fireball, but for spores.
Okay, that's
So good. Give me 60. Give me
48?
66.
66. All right. 2,
We love to see it.
5, 8, 6, 14. Oh crap! I lost count.
That was
Try it
2,
again.
5, 8, 6. So that was 4d6.
Yeah, 2 more.
For 14 total, so you got 2 more.
All right, I'm at 20, and at 25 damage.
Nice, solid.
Nice.
Okay, 25 damage.
Really
to the
clinched
big
it at
pack
the
of
end
them.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
yeah.
got it in. Those are solid rolls. So yeah, dude, there's a whole pack of them that just take big spore damage as they come through. You notice that of the whoa, of the several packs there were, 3 of them are completely gone between the barrels and the blast here.
Oh,
Um, Another one of the groups will be taken on by the rest of the pile as they come through, so you won't have to worry about them. And there's only 1 pack remaining after that. So
How many to a pack?
in a pack there are roughly 5 to 6.
Okay. I
and
guess
we're probably going. We still have the 2 barrels inside the gate.
Correct.
Should we have Fredward pull back then?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it is your turn. So
Yes. Cam? What do you say about should I have Fredward pull back?
Yeah, I feel like it's first off, I think it is what Gorfeht would do, and second off, I think
Yeah.
it's tactically
Gorfeht would protect
fine.
this boy.
Yeah.
To,
So using
to
his free
pull.
action, to speak, he kind of directs Fredward back a little bit.
Especially
So-
now that Weehawk is making his way back towards the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
we
that's not
Go
his only
ahead.
action. That's just his
Yeah.
free action to speak.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
yeah.
And so as Fredward backs up, he's also going to use his crossbow and also direct Gorfeht Jr. to fire on which one's the easier shot? The big boys or the orcs or the big boy?
The crowd of orcs, the pack, will be a lot easier to hit than our plate armored orc.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I rolled a 16 on the crowd.
Good. That's exactly their AC.
That's very good.
Nice.
And that is 14 points of damage.
Solid. I'll mark it against the whole crowd, and then as they hit individual HPs, just drop an orc off for each one. So
Yeah. And then Gorfeht Jr. is also going to fire. He gets a 15 plus whatever he would have.
sure, we'll say that hits. Well, assuming it's +1 to something. So
And imagine he's using a short bow, not a crossbow.
Sure.
So he rolls a d6, which is a 3, plus probably like a 2,
sure, we'll go with that. That works.
5 damage.
I never thought I needed a stat block for Gorfeht Jr., but here we are.
And so they're still, I imagine they're kind of standing atop, so I don't know, in my mind, they're still standing atop the gate, kind of firing from over it.
Mm-hmm. That works great. Okay. So far, so good. This is going clean so far. We should be okay.
Mhm.
Next round.
Never great
What
to
about-
hear from the DM.
This. Yeah, I can't wait to see what
Yeah. Next round
he's got
is
in store
Clarsh.
for us.
Clarsh sprints up to the people that have been firing, namely Gorfeht Jr. and Gorfeht.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I need you to make a dex check.
Well, that is one thing I'm rather good at. He said, because he rolled a 1. He didn't actually
no.
roll a 1. No. He's no. He rolled a 25.
Oh, okay, you're good. Yeah, I was gonna say, Clarsh, like, rams through whatever cover you had and was trying to knock you prone, but you dodged out of the way just enough, so you're good.
Because he rolled so well, can he do that thing where he, like kind of does a spin move, but, like, gets his rapier and knife out?
Oh, for 25? Yeah, sure. Why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
He does a sick dodge roll and draws his rapier and knife. in
Absolutely. Yeah,
one
you
swoop.
switch loadouts.
Well, actually, how much room is around me and Clarsh?
You got some space.
How many other people are around me and Clarsh, I should say?
None yet. Just you, Gorfeht Jr., and Clarsh.
Let me see. I might have some good spells for this that might be good to burn right now. Okay, no, he comes out and he gets his banjo.
Okay, switch into banjo.
Yeah,
you do
banjo.
the roll, you pull out the banjo.
And, well, it's not his turn yet.
It's not your turn yet. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to pull?
I know.
He does take out one of the gnarliest looking like battle axes you've ever seen, and starts taking some swings at you with it.
Even gnarlier than the one that we took off of his boy.
Yes, significantly gnarlier. Oh, the first one's a critical miss. The second one is a 17.
17.
Okay.
Hit.
Okay, 17 hits, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to take. Let's see. Roll.
This is about to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's going to be 12 slashing damage. And then I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
A con save?
A con save.
Oh, I made a con save. I rolled a not great. 15.
15 saves. You're okay.
Sweet.
All right.
I'm not doing great.
I'm not doing great now.
Is that all your axe can do? I'll show you what my axe can do.
He uses his bonus action to action surge.
Oh, great.
And he's going to attack you again. That's going to be 20, dirty 20, and a 17. So 2 more hits.
Both will hit.
Yeah.
Do you need 2 more con saving throws?
No, once you've saved, you're good on it.
All right.
So, yeah. If you succeed on the save, it no longer works. This will be another, what is that, 18 damage total. Rolled poorly.
Ew.
How you looking?
Not great.
After that, I believe it is Weehawk's turn now.
Yeah. So how many rounds would it take for me to get up to sniper?
If you dash, it'll take 2. If you don't, it'll take 4.
Okay. Dang. This is tricky to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I saw Gorfeht just get like
Annihilated.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do this all day.
Okay. I was going to say captain in a different country, but then I was like, I'm going to insult a different country. I'm going to not say that, actually. So,
Captain Got America?
sure.
Yeah, I guess Weehawk's gonna. Have I?
Nah, screw it.
I've-
Captain Canada. Yeah.
So Gorfeht was near the wall. How far away from the wall would I have gotten in the first round of movement?
Just your 30 feet out.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Cure wounds is a touch spell. Is that correct?
I honestly can't remember.
It is.
Okay.
I have it. I can cast it on myself, but I'll need a distraction.
Okay.
Gorfeht Jr. is a distraction.
Yeah.
And more importantly, our big burly rock thing is a distraction.
Yeah,
that
your mushroom golem.
probably can't get one rounded by Clarsh.
Probably not,
Maybe.
no. He's pretty hefty.
Yeah, because Gorfeht's not about to send Gorfeht Jr. in to do this. That's like the worst parenting move ever.
Right. Is there a range on Bardic Inspiration? Or is it just within like sight or hearing or whatever?
I think it's just within hearing.
I'm going to say for you specifically, it'll be within sound. Yeah.
I meant to do it before the battle started, but we didn't
You can do it now.
But that's my
Yeah,
bonus action
that's-
right now. Or
Oh,
That's
true,
what I
that'll be on your, yeah.
Gonna say was Weehawk is gonna call to Gorfeht and be like, Gorfeht, get yourself to safety and play us a cool song. And then he's like takes off further towards the caves.
Here's the issue. You need to get out of range of these barrels because you're like right next to him right now.
Yeah. And that's kind of what Weehawk means. Like, get out of the way of the barrels. Also, do something inspiring.
Both of these things. Do both of these things right now,
Right.
please.
And Weehawk, as he says that, he's dashing towards like the next torch area where they would have left the torches for the arrows,
Yep.
along with his hunter helpers,
Hunter helpers.
lock, stock, and barrel.
Yes, perfect. We are on to the rest of the orc mob now as they swarm the gate where you are. They are just trying to run in. They're not trying to attack you because Clarsh is engaged with you currently. So they are swarming into the gate. They are like right in the entrance of the gate.
And where's our cavalry at?
Cavalry is around the back, ready to go at your signal.
Come on, signal them.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I wouldn't get an action since
I mean, talking is a free
dashed,
action.
But okay, yeah.
We're
Weehawk
screaming in
just
this case.
yeah, Weehawk blows a really loud whistle for the cavalry.
Yeah, Scream goes, that's the sound! And they'll activate this next initiative round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was me. I dashed, signaled, and
Now we're over here to
talk to
our
Gorfeht.
boy, Gorfeht. What's your plan
Okay.
here, bud?
He's going to use his bonus action to disengage from Clark,
Good move.
run past Clark,
Not Clark.
yell. Sorry, Clarsh.
Different show.
Sorry, Wizards of the Coast. He's gonna run past Clarsh and
I changed it just enough.
just enough. He's going to yell over to his boys to start running back towards a more secure place, and so both Gorfeht Jr. and Fredward start doing that. You just hear like a light feet pattering, and then
Dun, 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 dun.
and then he's going to, as he passes by Clark, cast Thunder Wave.
Now hang on, is Fredward getting like in the way of the swarms getting through the gate, or is he getting to safety?
He's getting to safety because he's not going to blow up with them.
Okay.
Because he's already backed up from the gate, remember?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're both kind of
I'm
going
just
to a more... He's getting to a more secure position wherein he can beat people up. How sophisticated is Fredward's system? I feel like, if possible, Gorfeht would be like, go over there, and then punch people.
You know, it's very much a like one direction at a time kind of thing.
All right, keep going. Not very fast. But as he runs past Clark, he's gonna cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Cool.
Which he doesn't have a bonus action, does he? No, he doesn't. All right, it's a con save. He'll probably succeed, but still
Con save?
something. Yeah,
Okay, what's the number?
15.
Okay, good news.
What?
We got a 13.
You boy!
Who-
All right,
who,
he's gonna push him 10 feet towards the barrels.
Okay, I will say with the range of Thunder Wave, that also hits a couple of the orc crowd.
That's fantastic. It is 3d8.
Oh yeah, 2nd level Thunder Wave is pretty gnarly. Yeah.
That's 6 plus 8, 14.
Nice.
Plus 5 is 19.
Nice. Okay,
Nice.
solid. Yeah, you see one of the orcs in the pack just like fall to the ground from the impact, and the other one seems to take in some good
Clark just lands on him.
He just steps right on him.
Flattens him.
Yeah, click.
And they're dashing the rest of the. I mean, after he does that, he's like doing that on his way out. So they're both
Sure.
running away.
All right, you're all retreating.
That should put him out of the range of Clarsh.
I feel
Mhm.
like Gorfeht gives a signal of his own, and we learned that while they were training the goblins how to fight, he was training some to be like a backup band.
Some bagpipes
There's-
start over the mountain.
There's like a.
Oh yeah.
I'm picturing like a goblin mariachi band for some
Oh my
reason.
gosh.
I'm just imagining like the orchestra from Titanic where everything's burning but like they're still playing.
They continue playing all the way
They're
down.
standing on top of a hut just playing.
The hut's on fire.
But that's my turn.
All right,
And I hope that was a pretty good turn. I hope it
This
was
is
my
a
last
pretty,
turn.
that was pretty productive turn.
Yeah.
Okay. We cut to the cavalry coming around the corner. They just yeet themselves into the just mob of orc bodies here and just plow through them. It's like the scene in Two Towers when the wargs and the Rohirrim first meet, and it's just like devastation.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's gnarly. So yeah, they just like plow into them and just run through. You see a couple of the wolf riders get like stuck in the crowd, but most of them just like plow on through and regroup for a second attack. And you see a significant amount of the orcs fall through that cavalry smash.
Cavalry
over.
smash.
Cavalry smash! Plus ultra! We cut over to Clarsh again, who is now just looking to find whoever the leader of the tribe is, and is like beelining for the biggest tent on the surface.
Joke's on
Man,
you,
we
it
should've
burned down.
We should have left a barrel in the tent. That would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious. So he's just
Um,
running towards them right now.
Okay. So it's just running towards our empty tent.
Yes. Little does he know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, little does he know it's completely empty.
Literally empty, completely devoid of anything. We cut.
Oh, yeah, we
next.
didn't specify where Jim was.
Oh yeah, where is
Definitely-
Jim? I'm assuming he's
definitely
just with
not
the
in the
crowd
tent.
of gobs fighting.
Yeah, I guess he's leading the rabble.
Yeah, the rabble. Yeah, he's rabble rousing. Yeah.
The very
All right.
definition of rabble rousing.
Truly. We are over next in the initiative to you, Weehawk.
Okay, yeah, Weehawk sprints up the rest of the way to Sniper and readies himself, and he leaves the hunter helpers back at the torches to set off the last 2 barrels.
Perfect. Okay. Crowd of orcs is still running through. They're now kind of engaged with the cavalry. They got stuck in them. So they're still stuck in the gate. None of them have actually made it through the gate because of the cavalry smash there.
We might not even need the last 2 barrels. So I don't want to blow up any of the cavalry, obviously.
They're like right outside the gate, so you're okay. They'll be out of the blast radius here.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I leave the lock, stock, and barrel kind of down there with the torches with the plan to detonate the barrels once, like, more than 4 or 5 orcs make it through the gate
Sure.
from the cavalry fight.
Once one mob makes it in.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Speaking of mob, they are continuing to take damage. Let me mark that down real quick. Okay. Now, Gorfeht, what kind of magic are you gonna pull here?
So, what does the camp look like? Where are we dashing to? Like, what is that kind of, falling back position?
Falling position is more towards the caves a bit, but not like inside them because that's where everyone's safeguarded.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah. But you have like a large group of goblins like readied with Jim, just like ready to go as soon as they get inside. So I assume you're falling back to them.
Inside the cave?
Yeah, well, not inside the cave, inside the camp, just like
Okay.
outside the caves, kind of barricading him.
Okay, yeah, definitely. He kind of falls back into their position, and while he does that, Gorfeht Jr. and Fredward kind of come with him, and he kind of has Fredward skipping at this point, like leaving the spores behind him as they go.
Yeah.
And he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself
Nice.
because
Because
that
we're
is
just like
desperate.
getting completely like just blocking the cave entrance.
Yeah. I feel like now is a good time for the Bardic Inspiration roll as
yes.
Hold up.
well, if your action economy allows it.
I gain 4, 10, 14 points I gain back, which is pretty
Nice. That's
helpful.
a solid hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's most of that second hit.
Still not great.
Feeling a bit, got my second win. Still don't feel very good.
It's still not
Gonna need a 3rd win.
Yeah. 4th win, maybe.
Oh
Strong
man, I could have
breeze.
used my Fury of the Small on that guy. I'm a little bit ticked off that
Oh
I didn't.
man,
Ah man.
we have
All right.
actually completely forgotten about Fury of the Small.
It's like your
this
major.
entire
It's like your major
show.
race feature.
Oh man, I'm about to use Fury of the Small so hard when I shoot Clarsh.
He once he like kind of casts it on himself and he's in position, he sees that Gorfeht Jr. is safe. He takes out his banjo and just starts strumming "Do You Hear the People Sing," which will cast Bardic Inspiration. Oh, person in charge of bardiness, can I re-roll that one?
Do you hear the goblins yell?
Do you hear
It-
the
it was,
goblin scream?
I actually,
rolled-
so for Bardic Inspiration, I usually have whoever's actually using the inspiration roll the die.
I did that. I rolled a 1.
Well, whoever's using the
No,
inspiration, not whoever's
yeah,
using the
who-
inspiration.
So,
Gladly.
What is your inspiration die?
A D6.
right? Oh, it's a D6 at this point. That's right.
Okay. Do I roll it when I use it, or do I just go ahead and roll
No,
it?
you roll it now and then hold that number for when you're using.
Okay, it's a 3.
Cool.
That's better than 1.
+3.
That's a solid.
Because that way, especially when you're dealing with remote issues, I like to have it just the person that rolls, the person that's going to use it has the number in front of them so they can just see it.
Right.
So,
Is
makes
it
easier.
possible that Gorfeht can like have his crossbow at the ready?
So you cure wounds and you
Bardic
Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Which was
Um,
bonus.
So the way I usually deal with swapping like load sets is that you can drop your current weapon and take out your other one, immediately, or if you want to like switch them out, it's a whole like bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna rules lawyer it. What if the banjo has a strap on it? Because he literally can just
That's true. You can just swing it around. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Kind of like Angeros. Oh, I love that we're thinking Les Mis references now. Like Angeros in when they finally build the barricade in Les Mis, where like he finishes singing and he just pulls out a gun.
I'll give it to you just for coolness factor.
For the record, he's standing on a barricade with like a banjo around his neck with a crossbow pointed at his enemies.
Full.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Gorfeht's gone full quick draw McGraw.
Yeah. Fredward's standing behind him, blocking the cave entrance. There's like an army of gobs around him, just like ready to fight.
Yeah, Weehawk's like at the sniper, just aiming it at the tent, waiting for Clarsh to tear his way out of it.
All right, we are back to the top of the order. Cavalry make their second go round and force basically the rest of the mob into the actual gate, so you actually have a clear shot using kind of driving them in with their positioning. So on your round, you'll have a good clean shot at a good group of the mob, and then they kind of get the heck out of Dodge after that. Next is Clarsh. Clarsh enters the tent. You hear some rustling, you see some tent moving, and then you hear a yell, and he rips out the side of the tent with his axe, and is in clear, plain view for a nice sniper shot.
A nice big shot.
Yes.
All right.
Speaking of shot, it is your turn.
Weehawk like hollers at Clarsh. It's like, "Hey, Clarsh,
He looks up at you.
tent's empty, buddy," and then he fires the sniper at him.
Ah, jeez. All right, here we go.
All right, so we got.
That's Clarsh's actual voices. Oh, buddy. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna go badly. Oh, no.
That is a
So you need a 12 or above to hit, so
yes.
you should
So
do it.
that's
Yeah.
a 22.
That hits, yes.
All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3 D. Wow, those D10 dice were good.
Nice.
1, 2, 3 D10. 1 D8 from Hunter's Mark. 1 D4 from Favored Foe. And then I'm going to use Piercer to reroll that D8.
Hmm.
So we got
I'm scared. Wait, how much?
36 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you call up to him, you kind of taunt him a bit. He looks right at you after coming out of the tent. And you just blast this sucker, just like right through his stomach. And he just kind of stands there for a second, just like kind of clutching the wound. And he's just like frozen in place. And yeah, he is bloody for sure.
I imagine he's played by the guy who played Biff from Back to the Future.
Oh my gosh.
Just like gonna Biff Tannen stare over at Weehawk.
And I've still got my extra attack too. So Weehawk.
Oh, right. Yeah. 'Cause
Weehawk,
that wasn't enough.
He obviously doesn't want to break the sniper because it's the coolest thing that he's ever owned. So he kind of like,
Yeah, it's going to be hung on
I
the
guess-
cave wall.
yeah, I guess he sort of like sticks it on his back, like he had a thing ready to hold it.
Yeah,
with
no
on his
no better
back.
place to keep something you don't want broken.
Right, and then he takes his bow back out and just lets loose a single arrow, which will be a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. Well, he got the
Clarsh
shot off.
just
so that's
catches
cool.
it in midair,
he says, he looks up. No.
cracks the air with one hand.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
eats it.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. That'll just make him mad.
Yeah. You've activated Rage, Clarsh. Okay, that's a heck of a turn. We are over now to the mob, who is running their way in through the gate now.
And that's when Lock, Stock, and Barrel set off the last two
Yeah,
explosives.
you blow up the majority of the mob. There's like 5 of them left now. And Clarsh and his men are like, what the crap happened? We thought we were going to knock out some goblins. What on earth is going on now? We didn't think this was going to be an issue. So it is now from Clarsh and his 40 orcs down to Clarsh and his 5 orcs. And you have an
Wait,
army
did
of
Gorfeht get
goblins
a-
at the ready.
Shouldn't Gorfeht get a turn after I
Gorfeht
shot
will get a
Clarsh?
turn after the mob.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
So-
Me, the mob, then Gorfeht.
Yes.
Right.
So then Gorfeht just like yells, "Volley!" and they all fire.
Perfect. They all charge in. They all fire. All of the above. Their goblins are just running at
Can
them.
Can I get advantage on my shot against Clark?
Justification?
There's a lot to be paying attention to right now. I don't think he'd be paying attention to one guy at a distance with a crossbow. He's already paying attention to another guy at a distance with a longbow.
With a gun.
The
Also
gun.
an explosion.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage since he's kind of stunned at this point. Sure.
Yes, all right. That is a unnatural. Well, you can't possibly have a natural 26, but I got it.
I was just, how do you get a natural 26?
I rolled a D100 actually.
This is
Uh,
sick die.
Yeah. I need whatever D20 you're using.
I rolled a 26, and let me see how much damage it is. That is 2 plus 3. No, sorry.
Math is
2
hard.
plus 6 equals 8. Plus Fury of the Small is 11.
Oh yeah, I
Plus-
forgot to add Fear at the small damage.
Again,
to
we
that
just
gun.
talked about it.
Yeah, no, that's another 5 damage that Clarsh took.
Okay, sure. I'll add it on.
Plus another 3 from Sneak Attack.
All right. What's the total?
Oh, come on, man. That is
I don't need the individual
14.
numbers. I need the big number. Thank you. That's the one
14.
I need. Ooh, Clarsh is not looking great. All right. Do you
right
wanna
in the
have
shoulder blades.
Do you want to have Fredward or Gorfeht Jr. do anything?
What is the situation right now? Oh,
So
how,
you have an army of gobs that just charged in, and you have Fredward guarding the cave.
I have garbage guarding the cave actually.
Yeah, they're
both
guarding the cave now.
So Fredward sprayed a bunch of spores to the ground, but I imagine everybody's there right now, right?
Yeah, all 5 of them, and also the rest of the goblins.
Yeah, so probably not the best thing. to
Probably don't
detonate.
explode those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not accidentally kill all of our
half the pile.
buds.
I
You can kill
think
the red caps.
I think he would have Fredward. He would have Fredward like basically stand in front of the cave, kind of point him over there and yell the defense.
Yeah,
like
full guard mode.
Yeah, and then he'd have Gorfeht Jr. get behind him, and he'd kind of just be ready.
Gorfeht
for that.
Jr. is like fighting against you a little bit. He kind of really wants to get into the melee.
Oh, that's only gonna go badly.
Let the boy have some fun.
That never goes well. I'll do a wisdom check.
Sometimes you gotta let the birds leave the nest, Gorfeht.
He just turns over to Gorfeht Jr. and says, "No, we'll go in together." And he kind of draws his
Yeah.
he draws his rapier and knife, and they both charge in together.
Yeah.
Like a couple
How
of
about
idiots.
side by side with a
Excellent.
friend?
With a friend, with a son.
The sun.
Fantastic.
Gorfett's dying before Gorfeht Jr. is, just for the record.
Probably.
So it's gonna end badly.
Okay, we're back to the top. It is Clarsh. He just took the world's biggest shot.
Yeah.
And he is kind of trying to recover a little bit here. He's looking around, trying to figure out if anyone's within range to hit, and then he just locks his eyes on you, Weehawk, and decides that today's the day you're going to die. So,
Good thing I've got the high ground.
yeah, he's going to have a heck of a time getting up to you, but he does throw a couple javelins up your way.
Okay.
Let's see what those rolls are. Okay, I've got a 16 and a 14.
Okay, the 16, it's meet or beat, right? So,
Yeah, if it
If
hits,
my-
it hits. Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's just my AC is 16. So.
Okay, so one hit. Yeah. That's going to be javelin 7 damage.
Okay,
That could have been a lot worse if it was
Yeah,
this
that-
giant axe.
very easily could have been a lot worse.
It just kind of like nicks you in the side.
Yes. Ah,
Yeah.
ooh.
So tender.
And then he's gonna run up and start to climb the side of the kind of cave,
Okay.
trying to get up to where you are.
Weehawk's about to troll him so badly.
Oh boy. Okay. We are over to the U. We're over to the U.
Yeah, so he's He is in the process of climbing.
He's
right?
currently climbing. Yes.
Okay, so Weehawk is going to activate the Featherfall amulet, and
Oh,
then
man.
just leap off of the the top of the cave.
Amazing.
Just leave Clarsh holding onto the side of the wall, and then while he's slow falling, just gonna turn around and just start firing arrows at him.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah. So anyway, I started blasting. Let's see. So we got a 17, which is a miss, and a 26, which is a hit.
Yikes! Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
D8 plus D8 plus D4. I'm not gonna re-roll any of those dice. Those are pretty good rolls. So that's a 17 damage.
17, solid. Okay, he is not doing great. Okay, we cut to the mob. The mob is engaged with the group of gobs, which includes Gorfeht Jr. and Gorfeht now. So they are going to take a swing. I'm going to have two of them take a swing at Gorfeht, or one take a swing at Gorfeht, one take a swing at Gorfeht Jr. And the rest will fight the other gobs around. 12 to hit Gorfeht Jr., which I'm assuming won't hit.
No.
And 15 to hit Gorfeht, which I don't know if that hits you or not.
We both are doing twin dodging actions. Like Gorfeht leans back and leans under the sword, and Gorfeht Jr. jumps above it. It's all in slow motion.
Heck yeah.
Perfect.
We're
going full Matrix.
We're doing the slow motion 300 style fighting now.
Yes. We've gone full Zack Snyder.
Between Weehawk slow falling and shooting arrows, and Gorfeht and Gorfeht Jr. just Matrix dodging swords and axes.
Welcome to the Snyderverse, boys. Okay, after the mob is Gorfeht and Gorfeht Jr. What are you guys gonna do?
Where are we positioned relative to everything going on?
You are in the fray.
Okay, cool.
So anyways, I started stabbing.
So, I don't suppose... So, where are we versus Clarsh and...
Clarsh is on the wall of the cave trying to climb up to where Weehawk once was. Now Weehawk is landed behind the fray.
Oh,
so there.
So he's
Clarsh is on the wall behind you guys, basically.
I wonder, how far up is he?
About 10 feet.
Oh, so casting sleep and having him pass out
would be hilarious.
I was also
his
thinking
health's pretty low now.
I also was thinking it'd be hilarious to just have Fredward just grab him off of the wall.
I think Gorfeht thinks about it. He's like, I'll let him have his fun. And he goes on and he works with Gorfeht Jr. to take down an orc.
Nice.
He's going to roll his...
I'll give you advantage because Gorfeht Jr. is fighting with you.
Okay, sweet. So, that's a...
You guys are in perfect tandem right now.
That's a 26 with his...
Yikes!
With his rapier.
Yeah, that hits.
And a nat 20 with his dagger.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, you just fully dispatch an orc on your own. How do you want to kill him?
I feel like I see Gorfeht Jr. battling an orc, and then I kind of walk up behind him, and Gorfeht does the Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible 2 kick, where he jumps up and just full body kicks this guy into my knife and sword.
Perfect. I love it. Yes.
Good job. Let's go.
This feels like some Battle of the Five Armies nonsense going on right now. I love it.
Yeah. If you thought dwarf fighting was heavy CGI and coordinated,
chaotic.
Just wait till you see Goblin.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, back to the top with Clarsh. Yeah. Clarsh sees, having seen Weehawk jump around him, basically, yells in frustration and just jumps off the side and tries to tackle him. I'm going to have you make a strength check for the grapple here.
Okay, a strength check? I can't make a dex check to dodge?
I'll give you a dex check for the dodge first, and then I'll have you make a strength check if you miss
that. That is an 18 dex.
Okay, yeah, he'll barely miss you.
Actually, if it's a save, then
it is a save, yes.
Then it's a 20.
Okay, he misses you a little more than he did before. Lands 4 inches to the right. Yeah, he just kind of lands on the ground and then stands up and looks at you and snarls, and then whips out the battle axe.
Okay.
But he can't attack you with it because that was his action.
Right. So I guess I I don't know how slow Featherfall makes you fall. Am I still falling, or would I?
No, you're
land?
good. It's
Okay.
I believe it's 60 feet around if you want it to be. So
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. So Weehawk just like gently lands on the ground. And it's like kind of cackles a little bit at.
Oh, yeah,
at
he's loving
how
this. Yeah.
And how pathetic Clarsh looks. And let's see, I don't really have any particularly useful combat spells to use here, so I'm just gonna keep on blasting. We got another 17 and another 20.
All right, those is a one hit.
D8, D8, D4. Gosh, we're rolling hot on the damage dice today, unlike every other time I've done damage this campaign.
Yeah, seriously, your rolls have been kind of rough until this session for damage.
That's gonna be a 19.
Oh, jeez. Okay, he has like 4 health left, so he's like on the verge of surrendering here. So you see him like hesitate for the first time in his storied career.
I think next round Weehawk is about to give a monologue
Perfect.
before finishing this guy off.
Meanwhile, Gorfeht and Gorfeht Jr. Like Gorfeht Jr. is on standing on Gorfeht's shoulders, and they're spinning around with knives.
Yeah, you guys are fully finishing off the rest of the orcs over there.
Just
Well,
with the Lord of the Rings, like ba-da-da, ba-da-da,
Yeah.
ba-da-da. Yeah.
Completely, yes. The other goblins are just standing around watching you guys work in awe at this point. We're gonna go
They're all
squad up
standing
initiative
like
and
they're
just
all
handle
standing
this,
like
yeah.
they're all standing like 10 feet away, just
Yeah,
watching,
they've created
like,
a dance circle around you guys that you guys are just fighting these orcs on now. Okay, we're out of initiative. You guys are just fighting the orcs, and you're about to deal with Clarsh however you wish.
You see the head red cap just nodding
Yeah, there's a
like
tear in his eye.
with a newfound
Get some
respect.
Okay, so you finished off the rest of the orcs, Gorfeht and Gorfeht Jr. You can come up to Clarsh if you wish to join Weehawk in this nonsense that he's about to pull.
I feel like Gorfeht just sheaths his dagger and rapier and just has his banjo out, ready to cast sleep or hold person whenever Weehawk gives the cue.
Well, I think Gorfeht also knows that's not going to be how this ends.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
But I'm picturing like a shot from Clarsh's point of view with Weehawk. Like Weehawk walks up to him, and then Gorfeht enters the frame, and Scrim enters the frame,
Yeah, they're all here. Yeah.
and Weehawk's like just pointing an arrow at his head or his neck or something, and Weehawk's just like, when we were down there in the caves, one of those dwarf guys, he gave me permission to kill him, and so I killed him. And by doing what you did today, you've also given me implicit permission. So, and then after so, it's just ... and he just releases the arrow.
Yeah, it just goes right through the throat. Yeah, just right
Gorfeht's just like, yeah, gross.
there. Yeah, he gargles a little bit and just falls over.
And then they all turn around and just like...
Yeah, there's a massive eruption of cheers from the gobs. No one has ever successfully defended goblin territory like this. Like against an orc raid, never.
Yeah,
Against some other raiding goblins, sure. Against some humans, maybe. Against this, never. You're legends now.
Traditional goblin territory is much more of a temporary matter.
Yes, but you guys have firmly established a permanent setup of the pile here.
Yeah.
Not only through your, exhibition with all of this stuff, but also through your other barricading and trading and everything else going on here. You have a permanent fixture now here. The goblins are celebrating. How do you wish to celebrate this night with the saving of the pile?
So can we, as a sort of like a little flashback, arrange for the dwarves to have also left like a couple of kegs of dwarven ale.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
In
you guys made that
in
part
the
of the
cave.
deal.
Yeah, so like they finish off by just rolling out a couple of giant kegs of dwarven ale and just like opening them up.
Having a goblin rave.
Yeah, everybody is partying. It's the Ewok village at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
And do you know what they're singing?
What are they saying?
Gob gob.
Oh my gosh.
Gobnob.
You're fired.
Gob gob. Gob gob. Gob gob. And it even follows Goblin rhyme scheme, which is
It really
best
does.
part.
It's perfect. Oh no.
It turns out the band survives. They're just rocking out.
Yeah, they're still on top of the hut, just playing.
Cut to the hut has burnt to the ground, but they're still standing there. Just the remains of the
frame.
hut are around them. Somehow they did not get hurt.
Yeah, it somehow just remains. And so
Like
do
the burning hut just like gently lowered them to the ground without actually harming them.
Truly magical. That's Weehawk if I've ever seen it.
No, that's some Weehawk.
Well, congratulations, boys. You've successfully defended the pile against all odds, and no one died. Shocking, except for, all the orcs and Clarsh.
Yeah, no tragic deaths. Only
No, all deserved deaths. That's how that works.
I didn't think we'd pull that one off, I'll be honest.
I didn't think you would either. I'm going to be real. But your guys' planning was so solid. It worked great.
Our planning was excellent, and our rolls were
Also
hot
excellent.
fire.
Yeah. Well, I will say Gorfeht was in danger there for a bit.
I was like, wow, I'm going to die really early on here.
I'm going to die immediately. This is great. So let's do a little fast forward with 6 months later kind of thing. What does the pile look like these days? What are you guys doing with it?
Well, before we get to there, I think it's also important to notice, because goblins don't live super long.
They do not.
How long is 6 months in goblin years?
It's like a solid, I would say like a 5-year equivalent for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys live till you're like 30.
Okay.
and not to mention, I'm sure there were probably some goblin casualties, but there were
Oh, for sure. But no one we know.
yeah, and not even close
No named
to
characters.
he's on a Wikipedia page where it shows like the casualties
Yeah.
in an article about the war. It's like orcs 100%, goblins 10%.
3%.
Seven.
Yeah, 7 or 8%.
I love that you made that reference. That is, if you understood that reference, dear listener, you are at the right podcast.
Yeah, you're part of our group for sure.
Yeah. Just like comparing Plo Koon to that thing from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the Ood. Yeah, I got some comments about that. They're like, yeah, Cam had it exactly right. You're comparing something to even more obscure to explain something already obscure.
But yeah, this is probably the biggest success the pile has ever
This is
seen.
the biggest success most goblins have ever seen.
Oh yeah, this
Like
is
all your old timers in the pile that have survived till they're like 27. They're around here. They're like, wow, Sonny, we've never seen anything like this.
In my 20 years.
In all my 20 years.
in
My
all the
fortnight
last
of years.
in all the last 35 minutes that I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah, goblin dementia is severe. We never mentioned this. It's super tragic.
Oh.
That's the only tragedy in this episode. So yeah, 6 months pass.
6 months down the line.
I feel like we've established solid trading relations with
Has
the
Gorfeht
humans.
Jr. gotten married?
I feel like
Gorfeht is still no. Claudio has gotten married.
Claudio has gotten married
We're
and
all
divorced
attending
3 times.
Claudio. No, we're all attending Claudio's wedding, and Gorfeht is just like bawling his eyes out.
Gorfeht's officiating. What are you talking about?
Gorfeht Jr. is bawling his eyes out.
Yeah. Gorfeht Jr. is like an established member of society in the pile now.
Oh yeah.
Gorfeht's crying his eyes out. Gorfeht Jr. is officiating.
Gorfeht.
They grow up so fast. Wipes away a tear.
Weehawk is just patting him on the back.
I feel like Claudio would get married to something really weird and inanimate, like a flute. Like
What if Claudio and Fredward get married? Because they're both constructs.
They're both constructs. It's perfect.
Whenever I imagine Claudio, I imagine that little like lizard frog robot from Spy Kids. That's like
That's not
Yeah.
that far off, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing similarly.
Uh,
Wow, what a weird throwback reference.
oh boy.
I feel like
Never
we had
forget that the guy who directed Spy Kids is the same guy who directed most of Boba Fett.
That explains a lot.
Robert
actually.
Rodriguez.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
and he directed a bunch of like really gonzo stuff like
Oh, absolutely. yeah.
Machete.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to heavily edit this part down.
Yeah, I mean whatever.
It's fine. We can keep that in there. It's fine. People need to know.
I feel like we definitely opened up the
We ended a war with orcs. We began a war with Robert Rodriguez fans.
Yes, bring it on, Robert Rodriguez.
All four of you.
We opened up the more entrances and exits so we can facilitate
Oh yeah, all
trade.
the complaints. Yeah, the complaints are gone now. Everyone can actually come and go as they please. There's not just the one entrance for the freaking pile.
Yeah.
Have you
I think
expanded your
there's-
cave network at all, or is it all like whatever you how many what we got going on?
Yeah, I feel like we would have expanded as far as we could. Obviously, we were still respecting the dwarven borders.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we definitely have pen pals down in the dwarf caves now. It's not to
yeah.
a point where we're traversing, but there's some pen pals.
Yeah, it's a beginnings of a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We occasionally trade for some gunpowder if we decide
Yeah, some
we need
gunpowder and some ale. The two main exports they have.
Yeah. We learned how to brew like mushroom ale.
Oh
And
man,
so we're just doing like a
I wonder what
cultural
that would
exchange.
taste like.
We're just doing like a cultural exchange of spirits.
It's one of those local artisan items that you have to try once, but
Yeah.
never again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's unique and you got to try it. But is it good? Meh.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, there's a couple people that are super into it. But yeah, it's a lovely time. Scrim has very much enjoyed his position. He is looking. He says he's been getting more and more tired by the day. He's kind of reaching the end of his age. And he's looking for a successor.
I feel like
They've never had a goblin retire before, so he's trying to figure out how this one works.
yeah, how does this work? I feel like it makes sense for members of the triumvirate to promote like a
Lieutenant.
person. Yeah, promote one of their lieutenants to take over.
That tracks, yeah.
Although Gorfeht's posse is not quite the same as the hunters. The hunters are the scouts. So
Gorfeht Jr. has become a respected member of Gob society.
That's
Thank
true,
you
he
very
really
much.
has.
right.
If there were an election, he would take all the votes.
But no one would vote for him. He would just take all the votes.
He would just
Yeah.
grab all of them and bring them to his tent.
I also feel like it could be kind of freeform. Like maybe not that Gorfeht or Weehawk are close to retiring, but like maybe somebody promotes a lieutenant or maybe like another pillar of Gob society, like rises up to be a member of the triumvirate, like Oldfie or somebody like that, or the blacksmith.
Yeah, just someone well known.
Not the
Yeah.
blacksmith.
Not we have an executive veto from Gorfeht on the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's been a wonderful adventure through the pile with Gorfeht and Weehawk and Fredward and Gorfeht Jr. and Garbage and Claudio and all the other members of the posse.
All of
everywhere.
the above. Lock, stock, barrel, clasp, rasp.
Yeah, the credits start
Well,
rolling, and it's
just
just names after
just-
names of all the
just
NPCs
clasp.
we've forgotten.
Yeah.
Well,
Dwarven
thi-
extra number 1.
Yeah, unless there's anything else you guys want to roll through, I can do a little. We can do a little exit and thank you to our lovely fans out here.
I think there's like a post-credit scene where like there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little notch at the top of the caves, like on the hill, and like the sun is setting, and Weehawk's just like lounging there, like tuning his banjo. And it's been a while, so like his goblin beard is growing out in like patches, and like his
The scraggliest of goblin beards.
oh yeah, it's like ruby red, and like this kind of the brown the kind of dirt brown hair also has like glints of ruby in it as well. And he kind of leans back and just starts strumming his banjo while the sun sets. Come gather round goblins wherever you roam. and admit that the pile you started has grown, and the chicken you stole is picked clean to the bone. If your shinies to you are worth saving, then come to the cavern with glowing blue walls, for the mines they are a-changin'. Come gremlins and greenskins from throughout the land, for with Gorfeht and Weehawk and friends in command, the time of the goblins is surely at hand. And the big uns are finally done chasing. We've got a bold new message and we're staying on brand, for the times they are a-changin'. For the times they are a-changin'. You know, I don't think rhyming was ever gonna catch on.